everyone, it's great to see you here once again on Dee's Delights. Today we are going to be making some sourdough rolls. Well, technically not today, because in order to make the sourdough rolls, I need to use some live sourdough starter, something I have never done before. My daughter-in-law made these delicious dinner rolls. They were fantabulous. She added this to the recipe. You could do without this step if you want. I'm not sure how they'll come out. But what we're gonna do is I ordered some live sourdough starter, and it was definitely live, from Breadtopia on Amazon. And we're gonna make some of this. Please be patient with me. I've never done it before. So what we're gonna do first is we are going to pour the contents. Well, I guess you really can't pour it. I'm probably gonna have to scoop it out. So you can see it's kind of just, I don't know, a pasty mess. We'll see how this turns out. There's not much in here, and this stuff is expensive, but apparently you can make it grow, give it like little feedings, like it's, I don't know, sort of human. You feed it and it grows. Next, we're going to use 2 tablespoons of chlorine-free water. So if you have public water, do not use that. I just got bottled water. You don't want to, you don't want to have chlorine in it. I'm going to mix that up a little bit, and it said to use a fork. So I'll use a fork. We're going to break up the starter here. Now let's add our 3 tablespoons of flour, all-purpose. 1. Now I'm going to cover that up with plastic. So let this set at room temperature anywhere from 6 to 12 hours. So this is what my starter looks like. It's been almost 24 hours. My kitchen has been cold, didn't do much, didn't look like much is happening. But even if it doesn't look like much has happened, after 24 hours, go ahead and move on to the next step. The next step is to add 1/3 cup of flour and 1/4 cup of water. So let's just mix that around with a fork. And then I'm going to cover it again and let it set for up to maybe 12 hours. Your kitchen's warm, it's not going to take that long. Alrighty, my sourdough starter is finally getting bubbly. It's looking good, it's smelling yeasty. So I'm going to put it in a bigger container. We'll add 2/3 cup of water and 1 cup of flour. We'll go ahead and we'll stir that around. Get nice and thick. This will be the last feeding till I'm ready to use it, because I'm going to use it. Well, I started this yesterday, which would have been Monday. I'm baking the rolls on Wednesday, which is tomorrow. Okay, we'll just scoop that off. It's looking good. You'll want to put a lid on this. I took the seal out. You don't want it to be totally airtight. You just want it to be covered. What we're going to do is we're going to mark this with a rubber band. We want it to be doubled in size, so we want it to grow. So right here's my marker. Once it gets up to here, I'll be ready to use it. So I'm going to let this out on the kitchen counter. So hopefully tomorrow, when I'm ready to bake my rolls, my sourdough starter will have formed and be ready to be used. So I'll see you tomorrow. Well, my sourdough starter did so well that I had to scoop some out of this container last evening. I actually could have used it like last night, about 12 hours ago, but I didn't have time. So I scooped it out, put some in here, and it's raising again. So here it is, ready to scoop out. I'll put the website address of how to maintain your sourdough starter so you can keep on using it, feeding it, making it grow. So let's get started here. Here comes the sourdough starter. I'm going to use about a half a cup. This stuff deflates pretty quickly. I think that looks good.